Alright, I got a lot of things. I gotta get rid of some things because I'm running out of backpack space. Again! I just can't keep it in my pants or whatever the fuck. I got a lot of things to open. I got a lot of keys in a trade, and then it's like, well, let me buy some boxes, I guess. So I bought a lot of boxes. I don't know why I'm opening with normal keys. I did just get an unusual doing it now, though, actually, now that I think about it. I don't know, maybe that's the reason. Maybe I'm corrupted. Maybe I'm going for more non-case unusuals. I don't know. Damage dealt. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love to see it. Iron Bomber is not... It used to be a key. Now it's less because it got fixed. It didn't even get nerfed yet. How they just... How they take away all other direct upgrades from stock but leave Iron Bomber is beyond me, in my opinion. I guess it's because they consider the Sticky Bomb Launcher practically the primary. And there's always upgrades to the secondary, but... I don't know. In my opinion, the Iron Bomber shouldn't exist the way it does. Unless they bring back the lock and load to what it was. Because why the fuck does the direct hit get to exist? But the lock and load is only against buildings extra damage, and it still doesn't have... and it has the splash radius nerf on it still, too. Like, the splash radius nerf, that was fine. It was really good, especially with random damage spread, which they took out of the game, by the way. It was really good with random damage spread especially, and it did the plus 25% damage. They took away the random damage spread, so you could no longer one-shot light classes. Good! I don't think that it should have been able to one-shot light classes anyway. Soldier can still one-shot light classes at a certain distance, but Demo Man cannot at all because it doesn't matter. So the random damage spread or the random damage numbers or whatever got changed and attuned that way. The fact that Demo Man could never one-shot light classes with his pipe bomb. They buffed it prior to that for some reason and gave it 3 pills. Whatever. And then they nerfed it and made it only against building. Or then they nerfed it and lowered Then they nerfed it and lowered the, like, splash radius, right? And then they nerfed it again and took away the damage. Because it could one-shot light classes. Which they fixed in a patch prior to the last nerf. So it hadn't been doing that for a long while. I don't know how long of a while. It was back when they actually updated and tweaked the balance and shit. But it hadn't been one-shotting light classes for a while. There's an old term, I think it's like lost to time now because it's shit, but it was crater shotting. When you, crater shotting is a one-shot that occurs when you shoot the head of an enemy gamer, so the explosion happens above them, so they crater the ground while they're jumping. That was the only instance in which a one-shot could technically occur after that point, unless they were inhibiting their own health, like taking extra explosion damage, or they were using, like, the Sandman, which also got nerfed, so that's even less likely for them to be wearing in the first place. Right? What's the other one that lowers health? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's the Sandman, and I thought there was something else. And the pocket pistol gave health back then, too, so it could kind of, like, offset it or whatever. Now it just heals. I don't know, it's weird. I know if you wear the candy cane, it's a one-shot, but you know, but it's weird. Like, I'm specifically thinking of Scout because it was good. It was good with dealing with Scouts. I loved the Lock and Latch for Scouts. It was a more skill-based pill option, and I loved that kind of shit. And now the Lock and Load is so depressing. And also, what's depressing is we have gotten 2 damage dealt parts out of like 30. Christ alive, we have gotten not much. But what's really depressing is the fact that, like, it's just not good. It's, like, the worst fucking, demo weapon. Every other demo weapon has, like, some... Well, that's not true. Outside of, like, swords and bottles and melees and trash like that, it's, like, one of the worst demo weapons in the game. And I think it should get buffed. I really think it should get buffed. Because the direct hit still exists. And even has benefits. It not only doesn't just fucking deal with... I don't know. I don't know. I think it should get buffed. If the fucking Iron Bomber can stay as it is, I think the Loch and Loch should be able... The Loch and Luch, the Luch and Load, as they say. I think it should be able to get buffed back up. At least become decent. Just give it the fucking... bring it back down to 2 pills and give it the fucking 25% extra damage. Because right now, there's just no reason to use it. Oh no, I gotta take out some fucking, like, nests. And I'm not gonna use my stickies. I'm gonna use the Loch and Loch. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna use. Totally not the Iron Bomber, that way I can kill the entire nest, as well as the engineer fixing it, as well as any other individual that might be near it, because my explosion radius is ridiculous. And I don't even need to hit the sentry gun, because my hitbox is wider than my hitbox, and my hitbox makes it that way, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Iron Bomber sucks. Stupid. Hate that item. Totally. I'm totally against the Iron Bomber, specifically. I mean, I got a strange normal fucking grenade launcher. I've got a really neat... I just bought this recently. Admittedly enough. Where are stranges? I have too many items right now. I haven't cleaned out my bag. I need to, like, fix things. I got... That's, like, not my main one. This is the new main one. It's fucking Pumpkin Bomb's Exorcism. You know, Firehorn's Team Shine. Max of, like, what you can do. Look at all that damage. Look at all those kills that I got. Look at the damage compared to kills. 53,000 damage. 166 kills. And then this one, too. 100,000 damage, almost. Fucking 300 kills. You know, whatever. Like, what the fuck? I'm doing 50,000 damage per 150 kills. Let's just, like, round. Or anything like that. How much is that per kill? That's 3,000? Right? No. Wait, hold up. I'm actually going to open up a calculator because I don't want to be wrong here. 50,000 divided by 150. 333. Okay, that's actually not as much as I thought it would be. That means that I'm killing a heavy class per kill. Maybe with overheal. My point still stands. That item sucks. I'm just mediocre with it. I don't know. I don't use stickies often, man. Here, hold up. While I'm fucking here, even though I already left that page. Like, look at my sticky bomb launcher. I made this specifically because I don't use the sticky bomb launcher. I thought it was going to give me an excuse to use it. I just don't enjoy playing with stickies. It's like, you know, 30 kills. I have done more heavy than fucking sticky! Like, what? I have done more fucking winger than sticky bomb launcher. I just don't enjoy the sticky bomb launcher that much. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Also, collection's coming along, by the way. I know this is in the middle of an unboxing and y'all don't want to see this shit, but it's a long ass unboxing. You're here for the fucking ride. Okay? Y'all are here for it. And we haven't gotten an unusual yet. And it's getting concerning. But honestly, at this point, this feels more like a podcast ranting about former TF2 things. A former TF2 thing I love to death is obviously the Sandman combo, because my god, was that the fucking best. Sandman Guillotine. But the problem with it is, I genuinely don't think it is as balanced, technically. But the Sandman's just ass now, and I don't know why the fuck it is. Obviously, people have gotten better at the game, not only hackers existing, but people overall are now capable of exploiting more things than what they used to be able to. People didn't usually off-meta back in the day. It's really weird to see a game develop that you've been a part of for over 10 years now. When you see people get good at it, and new people get into the game, and people, like, start rethinking the formula, because back in 2014, people didn't rethink the formula. I had been playing for like 2 years. Everything was set in stone. Nobody thought differently. The Sandman Guillotine combo, when that came out, and then like proceeding like a year into it even after, it was a meme. It wasn't considered a consistent form of damage, and it wasn't overall considered good. People would make videos on it as a meme. And now it's just like when you look back at it, that's busted. Stun locking somebody in a fucking shooter as a nimble class that can already dodge and evade and strafe perfectly. Because back then, obviously, people didn't even strafe that much. People didn't think it was a necessary skill on anything but soldier. Oh, unusual. Purple energy, too. That's not bad. Let's look up the price real quick. What the fuck? 115? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, updated 6 months ago to 115? What the fuck? Alright, bet. That means we're in pure profit. Hello. What was I saying? Oh yeah, people didn't even strafe as like scout and shit like that. They thought that it was only a soldier required skill. Maybe Demo Man because sticky jumper. That was for memes. Like Whirlpool Caper. Too. Like people just didn't abuse things that they honestly could have. Yo, nice. It's crazy to me how like nowadays people are like, yeah, no, that would be busted. Like the idea of stunning somebody and then doing critical hit damage to them for like about 150, and then bleed tick damage afterward. And you can throw the cleaver, then stun them, then get mini crits on the bleed while they're stunned. Or I think they were mini crits. They were either mini crits or crits. And now it's like the cleaver is still good to this day because it's just you throw it and then you scattergun. That's all you do, is you throw it, then you fucking shoot. And you don't have to worry about it. If you hit, then you win the fight. Or probably win the fight. It depends on your next shots. Because it's like a fucking... It's a quick switch tick type shit. It's so quick to use it. It's just free damage, potentially. And it's like... Now people realize, yeah, no, that's good even now. But like, back then, it's like, what the fuck? You could crit. You could just win a battle against a heavy at long range. You didn't have to get close. You could use that to bridge the gap. Like, yeah, no, that's busted. I feel like the lock unload, though, isn't one of those busted things. I'll be honest. It was good, obviously, but it's not busted. It's like today, people using the direct hit, too. People would love the direct hit. But that shit hasn't gotten nerfed once. Well, it's gotten nerfed a couple times, but that's beside the point. Anyway. I kind of lost the place of my rant, and I tried to pick it back up best I could in the midst of me getting an unusual, but I kind of got cut off. I don't know. I blame the unusual if that rant was kind of incoherent nearing the end. But we're also nearing the end of the unboxing, so, you know, I think I should probably just wrap it up with my jumbled, mistaken identity crisis. There's gonna, you know, be like an unusual in these last couple boxes, right? I don't know, probably not. But if there was, call me. Last box magic? No last box magic. That was a productive opening, slightly, not really. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about it, if I'm being honest with you. There's a lot of things that have happened here. I ranted for a long time. I'm going to try to sort out the valuable items real quick. That was about, like, what, 75 boxes or so? We got a 100 key hat, plus all the other spoils that we get from opening this shitty box. And getting very few damage dealt parts, honestly. Very, very few damage dealt parts. There's probably about... I'm gonna count these as like a half a key, because they're just hard to sell now. Yeah, we'll just call it at that. So, 110 apparently. 6, like 12, 18, 20, 27, 30, 32, 33... About 35 keys and extra shit plus 110, so that's like 145 from 75. We made about double our money, probably-ish. Made about double back. That's not bad. Unlike the lock and load, buff the lock and load!